Well, hello YouTubers, this is Bob. Well, it is so good to be back with you. Well, I tell you, the letters have been rolling in, and we're tonight going to work on them. And so I promised you guys another messages from the spirit world. But before we get into the letters tonight, give me just a moment and let me attune to the spirit world. Okay. I hear Fletcher over here. He says hi to you guys. Okay, my first letter tonight goes out to UR11. I want to tell you, you have been doing very well. You did make contact with the spirit world. And St. Anthony is going to be showing himself to you. Now, you have around you also another guide. It's an angel, and the name is Obiel. So Obiel is going to be working with you as well, okay? So keep praying, keep asking God for help, and keep listening for their response. Thanks so much for writing. Okay, Wandering Boy 228. Hi. One of your spirit guides is actually St. Gerard. And interestingly, St. Gerard has a connection to you because in your past life, you lived in New Orleans and used to pray to him all the time. And interestingly, he's around you in this life as well and guiding you. I see issues here around you related to possibly a move either later this year or early next year. But I feel this is related to some changes in the career area. And I feel like, just keep on your track because I feel like this is going to unfold naturally here. But your guide, St. Gerard's going to help you. Okay? Thank you so much. Blessings. Okay. Raw Rim Scary. That's an interesting name. Okay. Regarding, yes, you write about spirit contact in the Bible. Well, it is true that in the Old Testament it does speak negatively of spirit contact. But my personal belief on that is written to a specific group of people in a specific time. Now, interestingly, in the New Testament, Jesus himself demonstrated spirit contact because if you research the story of the Transfiguration, Jesus appeared on a mountain and Moses and Elijah appeared with him, and they had been dead for probably over 1,000 years at that point. So, anyways, Jesus also said that you will do everything that I do and even greater things. So I do believe that Jesus showed that we too could connect to those who live in the spiritual world. So is it against the Bible? I don't think so. I know a lot of Christians will disagree with me on that, and that's okay. But I don't see it that way. Okay. Anyways, but if you're interested in learning more about spirit contact, spiritualism is the name of the tradition that I practice. Okay? Thank you so very much. Okay, let's see. Wiccan Boy 999. You write a good letter here. You ask about if you can get possessed by the Ouija board and doing the Ouija. Well, no, actually, I don't believe you can go to straight possession. But I do believe that there is a thing called obsession. And obsession is when you open a portal to the spirit world and you're not discriminating and you just invite anybody in. And that does bring in lower entities. So yes, there are valid concerns for fear about the Ouija board, but then those would be the same concerns for anything in the spiritual realm. In regards to, do you have to have a magical amulet or charm or some type of spell to do the Ouija? No, you don't. But I always encourage people to find something sacred that you wear. Could be a pendant of some sort, could be a cross, could be a star, a crescent. Doesn't matter what the symbol is, but find something that means something to you, dedicated to God, and wear it with you, because that will help raise the vibration, and it can repel lower entities, okay? So, direct possession, though, okay? Hope that answers your question. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, let's see here. We got our next letter, K. Lovely. Hi. Rose is around you. My spirit guide, Rose. And if you don't know who she is, I want you to watch some of my other videos. Look her up. She's one of your guides here, and she's coming in to work with you right now. And she says she's helping you to connect with the spirit world, because you've got a lot of psychic energy here, and it goes back on your mom's side. So I want you to spend some time getting to know Rose, okay? And you can learn about her also in my books, in When Worlds Unite, and also Ouija Mysteries a little bit. But check out my other videos and look up Rose, channeled messages, okay? Thank you so much. Blessings. Okay, let's see. R. Stamper 2K6. You know, around you I pick up a lot of artistic energy, and I feel down the road here you're going to be drawn more and more to working in the arts. I see around you a lot of drawing ability, some painting ability. You're also a very gifted writer. And it's interesting because your past life was in England. And you lived right around the time of World War II and used to be a painter and used to do portraits of people. So you have a very keen eye for detail, and that comes over from that last life, okay? But I see you going further into the arts here as we go further down, the years here. But just remember that, okay? And I'd like you to kind of do some research on various artists that were around during World War II, because I kind of feel like you studied them then, and if you study them now, it may bring back some of that memory and help you in your art. Okay? Thank you for writing. Okay, next letter here is for M. Hebner 23. Yes, thank you. My spirit guide Fletcher's over here, and he's asking me to, he said, yes, he says to tell you, he says, your father is around you. And I am receiving a message from him. He keeps talking about, he says, he gives me the name Daryl, okay, around him. And I don't know if he went by that as like a nickname, but the name Daryl is being given to me here. And they're telling me to tell you that he is around you. Your father, I hear him speaking, and he says, tell my son I'm at peace. He wants you to know that at the end, he actually was not in the body, because I see him laying down, and it's almost like he was in a coma or something. But he says he had already left the body at that point, so he was not suffering. And he asked me to give his love to your mom and to your brother as well. And he says he's helping, because it looks like your brother's having a very hard time adjusting still to his death. He's never quite recovered. And your dad says, I'm helping kind of build him up so he's a little more strong, okay? But your dad's asking to, he has been around visiting, and he will be visiting you in your dreams, okay? He also shows me here, he says that, he said at the end of his life there were other complications here in the body, and he shows me that the body was struggling. And he says, even if I had overcome, those other things, the cancer still was too far gone. But he wants you to know, he said, I'm not upset at you, and I love you, and I'm not upset at anybody in the family. So he's sending his love to you, and you will be seeing him. And he keeps talking about, he says, this is sound funny, he flipped over something in the house recently. I don't know if it was a picture frame or a book or something, but something flipped over. Everybody looked at it, and that was him. Okay? So he sends his love to you, and he's in the light. Thanks for writing. Well, YouTubers, I'm afraid that's all I got time for. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you. And next week, I'll bring you more messages from the spirit world.